afternoon. I usually say good morning, but it is like almost 2 o'clock. So good afternoon, everybody. It's Julie and Emily from Valley Soul in Huntsville, Alabama, and you probably noticed we're in a little bit different attire than we are usually.
Just a little bit.
Her lives and Emily's representing with her on headband. So Hunter is here from On, and he's going to kind of go over some running techniques if you are going from couch to 5K and not a runner.
Both of us, not runners.
Not runners. He is a runner, so that is why he is here to talk to us. Okay. He is also like vastly familiar because he works for On Running about the different brands of shoes, what kind of fits different feet best. So we're just going to do a fun little interview with him. If you have any questions, feel free to pop on and ask your questions, and we will definitely have him answer them. So welcome, Hunter from On.
Yes, come on. So I know that a lot of our customer base really does struggle with plantar fasciitis. So we wanted to ask, what are some great On shoes that are going to be comfortable for people with plantar fasciitis?
So with plantar fasciitis, you first and foremost want to make sure that you're fitted for the right shoe for your foot type. So come in, see them, and make sure you're fit for the right shoe. That's first and foremost the most important thing.
Yes.
Second of all is you kind of have to understand the mechanisms behind what causes plantar fasciitis. So you can kind of look up the chain a lot of times. So what happens in plantar fasciitis is you're either feeling pain along the arch of your foot, or more regularly you're feeling almost like a nail is going through the bottom of your heel. And what that is the tendon and the fascia that runs along the bottom of your foot. And what happens there is it gets tight and it pulls at that point along the bottom of the heel. So that fascia runs all the way up the bottom of the foot into the calf. So a lot of the issues that you get with plantar fasciitis stems from calf tightness, and that's just not where the pain shows up. So the most important thing that you can do when you're having plantar fasciitis is to work on your calves. So if you have a foam roller or a good massage therapist, have them get in there, break up that scar tissue, loosen up the calf, and you're going to feel almost immediate relief from plantar fasciitis.
So if you have plantar, the voice off the camera says, if you have plantar fasciitis, what are some good like pre-workout stretches?
So what you want to do is got to think of that fascia almost as like a big rubber band. So if you warm it up, it's a lot easier to stretch. So getting heat on it, or doing active drills, doing calf raises on the stairs, anything that you can do to warm up that calf before you stretch it. You don't want to ever stretch it cold. So you want to either put a heat pack on it or use a foam roller to kind of almost like loosen it up before you get moving. First thing in the morning, if you have like a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, something a little firmer, before you even take those first few steps out of bed when it's the most painful, you want to put it on the ground, roll your foot, roll your calf, stretch your calves out. So before you even take those first few steps, you want to loosen up that fascia, because what happens at night is your foot curls up like this and it tightens right back up. So then when you wake up in the morning, you have to spend time stretching it out to kind of loosen it up and less painful. So what you want to do before you even get out of bed is do things like stretch your calf, or get out, like I said, roll the bottom of your foot out, roll your calves, make sure that it's loosened before you
and
try.
And what a lovely way to start your day versus
Exactly.
stepping out of bed and going, which is the alternative when you have plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis is worse first thing in the morning.
Yes, so stretching sounds like a great way to start
Stretching,
the day.
Rolling, all of those things.
Okay, that is great information.
And another question that we wanted to ask, just for people like Julie and I who do spend sometimes fair share of time on the couch, but we do have those aspirations of maybe one day running a 5K. What would be a great routine to transition into?
That maybe will make us not feel like we're gonna die.
Exactly.
Sometimes I'm running and I'm like, this is where it ends. This is the end of it.
So
right here.
For that, I would say like walking is a good first step. Doing alternating between running and walking. Like nobody says you have to run the whole 5K. Like if you're gonna walk a little bit, take walk breaks, take scheduled walk breaks. So instead of running before you have to walk, set your timer. So for like if you get to the 5-minute mark and you have to stop and walk, make it 3 minutes. So you run for 3 minutes, stop and walk. That can really help you go farther.
So should you walk first, then run, or run till you
I'd
can't
walk
run?
first a little bit.
Okay,
walk first
so
a
just
little bit.
warm up.
And never get to the point where you feel like you have to stop. Stop before you get to that point.
Okay.
And so If you find that you can't run 10 minutes, you start getting really fatigued at like the 8-minute mark, make it a 5 or 6 minute interval.
Okay.
Stop and walk for 2 or 3 minutes, and then keep going.
Now, are you yes.
I am not a coach.
I like that. No, are you a person who does not eat before you run, or do you eat?
No, I eat. I always eat.
You eat before you run.
I eat a little something that's like high in carbs and like easy to digest.
Okay.
So, yep, I always have something like a granola bar or Fig Newton bar, something that's like high in calories but doesn't sit in your stomach.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good to know, because my husband's like a wake up at 5 a.m. and work out person.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that.
I need
don't anymore.
coffee and
Yep.
food.
I do coffee, water,
And a
at least
blanket and a
couple-
pillow.
at least 100 or 200 calories of something. before I
Okay.
do it. Yeah.
That's good. That's definitely good information.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know another question that Melissa had. She was told once that to size up a little in running shoes. Melissa, you come in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, ask your question, Melissa.
Yeah.
This is Melissa. Melissa
Yep.
just started with us as well.
Yes. My question was, I was told if you're going to start running, maybe you should get a half a size larger shoe.
So
'cause your
you
feet's
want
small.
about a thumbnail's width between your toe and the end of the shoe.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you definitely don't want to get ingrown toenails in
No,
addition to
no.
the other things. This is why I don't
Yeah.
run. Because I'm like, there are too many obstacles.
Yep.
Clearly, there are not.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out the
Yeah.
obstacles. Okay, gait question.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it better to be a midfoot striker, a heel striker,
Mhm.
or it depends on the person? How do
Totally
you figure
depends
this
on the
out?
person.
Okay.
Yep. Totally depends on the person. What you don't want to do is land with your knee completely locked. That's really the only rule. You want to try to land under the foot, under the body as much as possible.
Okay, and for those of us that run like baby giraffes, y'all should see.
I haven't seen a baby.
Let's see it.
If anybody
Not
watches
very
Friends, I run like Phoebe from Friends, just flailing my arms. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Super.
Yeah.
Super.
Okay, so proper gait. For
Mhm.
those of us that don't run and we get in our heads about
Under
it.
the center of gravity as much as possible. So don't put your foot out way out in front of you. That's
Okay.
the only rule.
So shorter strides.
Shorter strides, landing more midfoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the arms, we don't want to expel a bunch of energy by.
Exactly. Yep. Try to keep them 90 degrees. Keep them to your side. Don't cross the body.
Okay.
I have heard that. Don't cross the body.
Because I for sure.
Yeah, I for sure. I'm like, let's get after it. I'm gonna run 5 minutes.
Uh-huh. 2 minutes. Woo! This is a lot. Okay, what is your favorite on?
Oh gosh, my favorite's probably the Cloud Monster.
Okay, so let's show the Cloud Monster.
I love the Cloud Monster. It's my favorite.
This
So,
is the one that I'm
bouncy,
wearing right now.
responsive.
I know that these colors are a little bit much for some people, but I am in love with this, especially for summer. So cute.
It is really pretty.
We also have this wonderful indigo and blue. I love this one.
They're really cute. And I have on the Cloud Go. So why is the Monster your favorite? Let me move this back so we can see
Just
game.
like how it feels, totally personal preference. But I like the bouncy responsiveness of it. It's got a little bit of a rocker to it, so it does kind of push you forward a little bit.
So what is your foot structure that makes that feel good? Do you pronate? Do you supinate?
No, I'm
do you
neutral.
have high arch?
Very neutral.
Where are your
Yeah.
arches?
Medium.
Okay, so just
Mhm.
medium. So you don't have to have a high arch
Nope.
or have
Nope.
a certain gait
Yeah.
structure.
I could really get by with running in almost any shoe.
Do you run in the Cloud 5?
No.
Okay.
It's my everyday wear.
Okay. So that's
Yep.
the slip-on one.
Yep.
So I have on the go, like backing. Hold on. The go is really great. If I roll out, it's really great if you pronate or you supinate, because it kind of forces you into a proper gait where it makes you go heel slightly out, push off with the big toe. They also come in a wide, which is really nice. So for those who do have that extra forefoot pressure and need a little bit more width, this is a really great one to kind of let your foot settle in. Is it great to run in?
Mm-hmm. Cloud Go's great to run in. I ran in it yesterday.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
And he doesn't pronate or supinate, so you can do it either way. And then Melissa has on the new Cloud Swift. So I'd love for more information about this, because this one
Yep.
just came out. We have it in the black, the blue, the white, and the white with the mint.
Yep. So the big changes here, instead of a single layer of Helion foam, which is what we call our midsole foam, there's 2 densities now. So you'll have the firmer, more responsive Helion on the bottom, and then directly under the foot, there's a layer of softer Helion. And then the upper got a lot stretchier, so it can fit your foot a lot better.
So you can kind of see. And is this the tech mesh that as you kind of get into your run, it almost fits like a sock
like
over top of it.
Yep.
Like a compression sock. So you get that really great support through the mesh upper as well. And then I love this cushioning in the heel. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this cushion is fantastic. And what shoes now have this really cushioned? Just this one. So if you have a really sensitive Achilles that you can't put on tennis shoes or any shoe with a back on it, this cushion back here really pads that Achilles. Even if you have like the spurs back there, this is going to give you so much really great cushion. So you like this better than the old Cloud Swift?
I do.
Okay.
It feels a lot softer.
Yeah. And what do we have coming in for fall? For fall that you can talk about. I know it's all super top secret.
Just new colors and everything.
Okay.
No new models coming in fall.
Did you have to pass a security clearance?
Yes.
Top secret to be to be part of On. Did we have any other questions?
I think that's it. I think so.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, Hunter, and thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope that you got a little bit more information. If you have any more specific questions about going on a run or your gait, we can definitely reach back out to Hunter, our resident professional runner from Nashville. Okay, one more question. What is the hardest, longest run competition you've ever done?
The Flying Monkey Marathon in Nashville.
Okay, what is that?
Yep, it's around Percy Warner Park. It's the hilliest road marathon in the country. Yeah.
So
it's very, very hard.
Level, like elevation.
You're either going up or down the entire time.
It's a marathon.
They have a half too.
How long did that take you?
2 hours 57.
To run how many miles?
A marathon. 26.
I don't know what that means. I know it's far. 2 hours is something meant to run 26.
Been doing it a long time.
Y'all.
That's all I know.
It would take me a week. Oh, yeah.
Did you run track in high school?
And college.
I assumed.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that tracks. That tracks.
It tracks.
It tracks. Well, thanks, y'all. I hope that you have a great day and enjoyed our On a Run with Hunter. So have a wonderful day. Thanks, y'all. Bye.